3, 2, 1. Hey guys, megamatt1254 here again. Welcome back to another live stream. I'm joined here by my good friends Dan's Reviews and Wasteland World Official.
Howdy.
Hey guys.
And today we're going to be going over Fear the Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 13, known as JD. So we'll give it another minute here, guys. Wait for some people to join. Start sending this stream out to some servers, and then we shall go over our opinions on this episode, what we liked, what we didn't like, and all that good stuff in between. So just give me 1 second here, guys. Send this to some servers. There we go. And we'll send it right here. There we go. Alright, now without further ado, guys, let's get into the review for Season 6, Episode 13. So, what did I think of this episode? Yeah, guys, this is actually a 10 out of 10 episode. I know, like, that a lot of people will be like, oh, wow, like, 10 out of 10, like, what makes it so good? Honestly, what makes it really good for me is the story this time around. Very big character story. Like, John Dory's dad's actually in this episode. He is freaking awesome. The casting, Keith Carradine, they freaking nailed the casting on this character. And June was really good in this episode as well. I thought June, like, actually had quite a lot to do. And shockingly, Dwight and Sherry actually had quite a big role this episode. And Dwight was great. Sherry was good. She was good at the end. She was still pretty friggin' annoying, though. Like, I had a good laugh when she said she was going to go and try and kill Negan. I'm like, yeah, he's alive 8 years later, so obviously, yeah, you failed. So, I got a good laugh out of that. Dwight was freaking cool this episode. I like that he's, like, putting Sherry in her place. He's like, you know, stop, like, using the horses or you're going to, like, kill it. And then, like, what happens? The horse dies and Sherry just kills it. And Dwight's just like, oh, for fuck's sakes. He's just pissed off at that point. And, yeah, like, Sherry is annoying as usual. And, well, okay, let's get to some more, like, actual, like, really good stuff this episode. We learn the backstory of the end is the beginning group, guys. And holy crap, it's really good, dude. They have, like, you know, we get, like, some pictures. We see, like, some stuff from the 70s. We actually see Teddy, and it's, like, you find out that he's been doing this before the apocalypse. And, like, you know, he was, like, a mortician, and that he's been running this cult and saying this, like, cultist stuff since, like, you know, the 70s. And you find out that John Dory's dad actually has a past history with Teddy, and he's actually, like, trying to still hunt him in the apocalypse. Like, he's not done with him, and he wants to bring him to justice, whether it be killing him or taking him in as a hostage. I have no clue, but we'll learn more about that, I assume, later on in the season, or in Season 7. But yeah, like, we learn a lot about them. Actually, Hill returns this episode too, guys, and, finally, the Pioneer story arc, it's just wrapped up. It's finally over. Like, we don't have to sit here and be like, oh, when's Hill gonna return? It's like, okay, no, he's gone, and, goodbye. That character sucked. Adios. And it was a good kill, too, so, yeah. Hill's gone, and I'm honestly happy about, like, his little return, and we got a good kill out of it, too, so, yeah. Okay. And then we get to the end of the episode where John Dory's dad, well, I'm just going to call him John Dory because that's his name. He meets Morgan for the first time, and that was actually a really cool meetup when Morgan's just looking at him like, oh yeah, who are you? And June tells him it's John's father, and they shake hands, and he's just like, you know, it's nice to meet you, and he's like, yeah, you're welcome to stay, or he takes him in as a member of his group. And funny enough, the AMC actually confirmed that Keith Carradine is staying on the cast as a series regular to play John Dory Sr., so I'm just like, oh, hell yeah, like, he's going to be around for a bit. He's like, I had a fear that he was going to die in 6B, like, oh yeah, they're bringing him on, now they're going to kill him. But no, they didn't do that. They actually kept him around. They did a bit more with him, and I'm really intrigued and excited to see where John Dory Sr.'s character goes, because as it stands now, man, it's a great start, and I really like the character. And yeah, guys, like that's mostly what I want to say about this review. Is great character episode, some very emotional stuff in there. When June says goodbye to John, that's a sad scene. She's like reading the note by his grave, and you have John Senior there and Dwight and Sherry. And you even get a good little scene with Dwight and Sherry at the end. It's actually where them two actually like are not at each other's throats anymore. They're finally actually making some peace, which is nice. And yeah, like even the ending scene, like it sets up for a very hopeful future because you have John Senior's at the community now, and he's gonna help Morgan take down the End is the Beginning group. So honestly, very hopeful, very awesome ending. I love when they're walking off into the sunset and Morgan's like, looks like we've got work to do. Like, man, great ending to the episode. And yeah, guys, I stand by my rating. I said this when I first watched it, and I still stand by it. JD gets a 10 out of 10. It is a really good episode, guys. If you haven't seen it yet, I recommend you watch it. Because honestly, it's like Red Dead Redemption meets The Walking Dead. Like, I know, like, this whole season's felt pretty Western, but this one, it, like, has, like, a complete Western vibe to it. Like, there's horses, like, cowboys, trick shooting, all that good stuff. So, yeah, very fun episode this week, guys. And, yeah, I'm going to hand it over to my buddy Wasteland now.
All right. So yeah. What I think of this episode? I thought that this episode was actually like very, very good. Like Matt said, you get to meet John Dory Sr. I thought that was very, very well done. I really do think that they can have it to where John Dory's father brings a lot to the table, and I'm really interested in seeing what they do with them. Um, and I like the whole entire that he's been tracking, he's been like trying to take down the End is the Beginning since the 70s, and has been like looking into this investigation since the 70s, which is like awesome. Another thing I really liked about this episode is how like you just know now that the End is the Beginning is very like it's going at a full force now, like at a very full strong force, because you see like John Dory's dad start talking about like how they like once this like the whole entire like I mean just like once everything started happening again, the world ended and stuff. He goes he says basically that like that he sees the End is the Beginning popping up again, and it kind of made him open up the investigation again, and that type of thing. I thought that was really cool. June Dory this episode was also really good. Yes, I'm not the biggest fan of her character, but as of late, like as of 6B goes, she's been very good, and I really like what they're doing with her. So yeah, just I mean, honestly, hopefully they can keep that up, and going into season 7 and the later little quarter we have a 6B. Um, yeah, you also get a bit of a little very minor side plot of Dwight and Sherry, kind of going with their whole entire regular stuff that Sherry's been doing, and been talking about killing Negan and stuff, going back and killing Negan, and it's just it's kind of funny because like Matt said, she's still alive, and I mean Negan's still alive in the modern timeline. Um, but also another thing I really like about the episode is the whole entire grave scene where they're kind of reading John's note. I thought that was really really nice, and how like he forgives his father for what he done, and yeah, I thought that was really nice. The Teddy stuff, not Teddy stuff, but the in his beginning stuff, like learning about them more, very good. Just trying to think about some more stuff I could really go into. Yeah, Sherry and Dwight making up at the end, that was very nice. Well, I mean, I'm assuming they're making up because I mean, honestly, like that storyline was getting a bit just all out of the wank. Honestly, like yeah, honestly, they not too much more with that story would have helped the show. But I'm glad they finally kind of wrapped that up. Um, so yeah, I mean, honestly, this is a great episode. It done what it had to do. Um, I really don't have any flaws with it. I don't have any flaws with it. There's a nice story to it. You know, you get to meet John Dory Sr., which is going to be a series regular, like Matt said. And yeah, I'm very happy with those character, with how this episode Kent went down. And yeah, what'd you think of it, Dan?
So my thoughts on this week's episode of Fear is honestly exactly the same as the two of my buddies here. I honestly think that this episode, it is a 10, and the biggest thing, which I feel like is it's a very unpopular opinion, but I will say this just for me personally, it's the best of 6B for me personally. Just and it's not even the most action-oriented episode. That is honestly the craziest part, is that there are more action-oriented episodes this half season. In my opinion, episode 9 would be probably the most action-oriented. But this one here, it's great. I mean, it's great. And the main things I love about it, June, great. I think she's absolutely fantastic. I really do like the scene with her and Morgan at the beginning. I know a lot of people don't like it. I get it personally, just because Morgan, I mean, he went through a lot, and you got to feel bad for Grace after what she went through, and obviously that's affecting Morgan as well too. So I get it. I actually really like the intro scene. I really like the intro. That's another thing I'd like to focus on real quick. I love the blue and also how it calls back to, which is also cool because this one, it's very John Dory focused, even though, obviously that character's been dead for a little bit now, unfortunately. But I like how the intro, it's a direct callback to the intro of 604, except it's updated. Instead of John, it's June. And you got like the RV in the back, but it's the same kind of tone and stuff. So I really appreciate that. I think that's a really cool kind of updated version of that. And basically, we get introduced to the original. Well, not even really the original, but the John Dory before the one that we obviously followed for all these seasons. And I think Keith, the actor, really did a great job. Honestly, I think he is one of the best actors they've had on Fear for a good bit. The actor just really pulls me into all the scenes he's in. I think he's really good, and I think his story is honestly, it's just getting started, and honestly, it's already great. So, that's an A+ for me, because that his character's only getting started. We know that he's going to be a A-lister, or not like an A-lister, but a series regular. That's what I meant. A series regular for a good bit. So obviously we're going to have to see what role he plays, but that's great. I'm excited to see what he does coming up in the future. But basically, to make a long story short, we see the RV, which I also thought was really cool. I like everything they did with him and June. I think Jenna and Keith both did a great job in this one. And I think that the chemistry just honestly is great between the two actors, because they're playing it off well, and also just because as characters, I like how they connect, because it's like, okay, John is dead, but now his father's here, and I just like the stories, how it was honestly for his own good that I left when I did. I haven't seen him for all these years, and now he's dead, and it's just kind of a sad story, but that in the end, John, honestly, the original John, played by Garrett, he forgave his dad for leaving him. And you kind of find that out later on. But I like that as well, too. Now, Hill, I want to talk about that. So, all this stuff, the cabin, all that stuff is really good. But Hill makes a return, which I thought was honestly, his return was good, because I feel like it's exactly what you needed. You don't really need to have, all this stuff with the Pioneers. You kind of just need to wrap that up. Bang, quick fight. He gets killed. Bada boom, it's done. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's all you really need to do with his character and the Pioneers for once and for all. And I thought that was great. I thought the fight scene there was actually really good, and I liked it. Now, real quick as well, Dwight and Sherry. I didn't mind Sherry in this one. I didn't. I think this is her best episode of season 6, just because at least I can actually watch her instead of actually just being an annoying pain in the ass that is not really just not doing it for me as a character. But in this one, I actually understood a lot of, her motives, except for the laughable one, like Matt and, Wasteland said, that it's no, she's not going to kill Negan. Spoiler alert, Negan's alive, guys. So, that's just, that's laughable. But I will say, though, I like the stuff they did with her and Dwight in this one, and I liked how at the end she kind of realized, life is short, man. Honestly, maybe we should just, maybe I should go with Dwight's idea. Let's just start over. And she's going to try that. And in my opinion, that is setting up for a tragic death of Sherry's later on this season. That is just my thoughts on that. but they're really tugging at the heartstrings because I feel like things are just going to start working out for their relationship, and then something's going to happen. That's just, honestly, it's a dark way of thinking, but that's the way I'm thinking about this one personally. And the letter, my God, the letter. That was, honestly, in my opinion, unpopular opinion, it's the best part of the episode just because it pulled me in. It made me, honestly, a little emotional when I was watching it at first, and it still does. And I've seen this scene a few times, but I just love it. And I love how Morgan is working together with John Dory. Like, it's crazy to say those words, but yes, John Dory and Morgan are working together. I did not think I'd be saying that phrase again in Fear the Walking Dead. So, honestly, yeah, like, I don't think you guys can tell. I am not pointing out any flaws here. I think this, again, I'm going to agree with Matt. This is a 10 out of 10 episode, and there you go. That's my thoughts. I thought this was great.
Yeah, like, I agree with both your opinions this time around as well. Like, this episode, man, honestly, it's doing something. Like, it did something for me. The plot was really engaging. The action that was there was really well done. The gore was great. And our new character addition, John Dory Sr., was like, honestly, well, he's one of my favorite new additions the show's ever done. So I'm like, honestly, keep that up. And honestly, like, we're in for a really good next 3 episodes here. All right, let's read some chat now. Hey, Matt, how do you feel? Do you feel John was wrong about his dad, and his dad is actually a good dude? I don't feel John was wrong just because John was ditched by his dad, and I could see John feeling personally very, very hurt by that. So, yeah, I don't think John was wrong about feeling that way about his father.
Nope.
Agreed.
Man, every episode this season besides episode 8 is either great or a masterpiece. There's a few duds in there for me personally. Like, okay, these are the episodes I don't like personally. Like, okay, there's only 3. 607, 608, and 610. Everything else, I like it.
Yep. I actually agree. 7 for me is okay. 8 is crap. I'm sorry. And 10 is just all right. That's kind of how I look at those.
Yeah. Personally, Sherry was still a bit annoying. She's better than the last few episodes. It kind of brings it down to a 9.5. Might be a nitpick. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that, Rowdy. I could see Sherry kind of dragging it down for you a bit. Me personally, it doesn't drag the score down for me, just because it's set up to be resolved by the end. So I think it's good setup for the ending scene. Me personally, that's how I look at it.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, there you go. That's actually why it's still a 10 for me as well, actually, like Matt just said. Like, honestly, let's be honest. Yeah, she was a bit of a pain in the ass, but by the end, it was resolved. So, like, it ended up, going in a good direction.
Yep. Not to mention, everyone loves a freaking Negan name drop, so I'm like, hell yeah.
Chills right there.
But, man, give Jenna Elfman an Emmy. Yeah, I need to see more before I can say that, but we're on a good road.
Yeah. I'm not at an Emmy point, but she's really good.
Yeah.
She's had 2 great scenes, and I mean, she's had 2 great scenes in the show so far. But I mean, honestly, like that's about it so far. So like, I hold my horses on that a bit.
Okay. I'm just looking at some 614 stuff here, guys. Okay. I just watched the promo, actually. I just watched it a second ago. Yeah. We're going to do another In Dreams type rant here, guys, for the promo. The promo does not look good. I don't like it. I just watched it. Okay. So this is what I'm going to say. Keep in mind, guys, the 612 promo, it made me really worried, but it turned out really good. But, this could be the same case, but... Okay, I'm just going to get into it now. Why is Dakota all over this frickin' promo? Like every little second she's there? Like what?
I don't know.
It's weird though, just because it's like, dude, literally, why wasn't that in the original promo? Don't you find it weird that like the first promo we saw a few days ago had literally no hints of Dakota, then randomly she's just all over the episode all of a sudden.
Yeah. Do I see Madison returning in 614? No.
No. This one's a stretch, okay, but maybe a name drop, but that's it.
We're gonna get a name drop because Cole's back. That's what I'm thinking.
Same. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know if he's going to confirm her survival. I'm not going to go that far yet, but I mean, you never know.
That promo is kind of strange. Looks decent, but still worrying. Honestly, okay, the episode ain't gonna be a total flop in my opinion, because even if Dakota is in the episode, I think everything with Teddy and Riley is gonna be really well done. Like, when he's giving him the key and all that. I think everything with our villains is gonna be good. When it comes to our main group, though, I'm very worried for this week.
Yeah. Well, I will say, Matt, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but the opening minutes of the episode are out, and yeah, like, I think you're honestly gonna like those.
Okay. And Cole is back. What the frick is a Cole? That guy from the stadium that had 2 lines. Yeah, I don't know. They bringing him back because they're bringing Madison back. Let's just be honest. They wouldn't be bringing Cole back for no reason.
Yep. In my opinion, though, as much as maybe a lot of people that don't like the Madison thing, like, you're not a fan of this, but come on, let's just be real here. Like, honestly, let's not delay this. Like, yeah, this is why they're bringing him back. Come on.
Yeah, like, why would they just bring Cole back? Like, oh, this is a big character right here. Like, no. In my opinion, Cole is legit just set up for Madison's return, and then, like, they're just gonna sideshaft him and probably kill him off.
Oh, yeah, I could honestly even see them, like, and yes, this is a stretch, I know, but I'll be real, I really do think that they could go for the whole, like, name drop, that he does know something, and that's the key to his character. Like, that's why he's here, is because he does know something about Madison.
Yeah, like, honestly, this is starting to scare me now, guys, is that Madison is just alive at the stadium. The stadium is just a frickin' community of good people, and Madison's just back. And it's like, oh yeah, Madison's the lead again. Yay! Oh, I'm gonna be beyond pissed if that's the case.
But, like, answer me this then. Like, what is that whole plot in the current timeline in 4A of, like, of the stadium all burned, like, fire walkers, like charred walkers everywhere? Like, what is that now? Like, is that just not real? Like, is the stadium just fine all of a sudden?
Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm just reading the chat here. Cole was on the in memoriam on Talking Dead of 408. Okay, wow.
Huh. Well, then we can't believe the Madison one either.
We can't believe any in memoriams anymore unless the character is legit confirmed, like, confirmed dead. Like, they're not coming back kind of death.
Well, apparently he was confirmed dead, so, wow. Talking Dead just completely shot itself in the face there. If you get my little reference.
Yeah, that's bad, dude. They screwed up their own... Oh, wow. Like, okay, I'm not gonna believe in memoriams anymore until, like, I see a character legit die in the episode. Like, it's on screen, there's blood everywhere, and it is a death.
Yep, because let's be real, you can't even believe a death anymore of, like, let's say you're focusing on a character, they're about to shoot themselves, but then it's like you just hear it but you don't see it. Even that at this point you can't even frickin' believe anymore. That's how bad it is.
Yeah. I don't think Talking Dead is canon. I guess they don't really get information right or whatever. Who knows?
I just got done watching the opening minutes, and bro, those are freaking awesome.
I love it.
I'll check them out in a sec here. I'm just going to read off a bit more chat. You guys good to hold up the stream for 5 while I check out those minutes?
Sure.
Cool. Alright, I'm just going to read a bit of chat more. Yeah, In Memoriam can't be trusted. No, it cannot. Yeah, if you didn't know what we were talking about, Cade, basically, Cole was on the In Memoriam for the 408 deaths, and he's just been confirmed alive. So we're talking about how, like, In Memoriam can't be trusted, and it's kind of a sham now.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Because they actually confirmed him dead on Talking Dead, which, that's a lie, because he's clearly alive in 614.
That's embarrassing. I'm sorry. Like, for your own show to confirm a dead character, I don't give 2 craps if you're changing the darn writer. That's still embarrassing.
Yeah. Would Madison returning ruin Season 6? Not the whole season, in my opinion. It would just, like, it would ruin... I don't know. Like, what would it ruin, really? I guess it would ruin some of Alicia's plot.
It would kind of... It would mess with... I'm not going to say the words ruin, but it would mess with 6B a bit.
Yeah. But, like, then again, it wouldn't screw with a lot of episodes. Like, the end is the beginning, the key, like, JD, the holding. Like, those are all safe, in my opinion. Like, none of those episodes would be damaged, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, what
I'm
does
gonna be
JD have connected to the overall Madison plot? Like, JD has nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
if it would hurt a season the most, the season that hurt the most is definitely 4.
It would hurt season 4.
Yeah, which 4 is already affected a lot by that second half, so that's not good.
Well, yeah, like, you guys know very well, I like 4A. Yeah, I just said that. I like 4A of Fear. 4B is trash.
I mean, no, I like 4A too.
Apparently Vivian is back too. Who's Vivian?
Vivian's the other one.
Yeah. She's like the older fart that stopped June from like leaving the gate.
Oh god, no. That means that this stadium group is just back. That means it's just run by Madison. It's just normal and it's just oh no, dude. They're just gonna go back there and it's just gonna look like the same
Man, they're literally just bringing that whole place back, and this is what I'm going to have enough if they just do this, is that literally the place was burned, dude. The place was freaking blown, like, it was on fire to a point where it was just nothing. Like,
Do you guys remember what the stadium looked like in the present day in 408? It was fucked.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was literally so freaking messed up, dude, that now all of a sudden it's just like, oh yeah, that didn't happen.
Not to mention, Alicia ran in there and blew the frickin' thing up with a grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, okay, that stadium should be gone, man. Like, if you're bringing Madison back, at least give them a new location, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, dude. Honestly, they're bringing Cole back, they're bringing Vivian back, they're just bringing all of these stadium characters back. This has me very worried.
Man, I'm going to be honest, 408's not looking too good anymore, because let's be real, the Madison death is just one big fake out now in the end, really. And the frickin', like, the stadium's just normal now. Like, it makes 408 look stupid.
Yeah, not to mention, like, Vivian and Cole were trapped, apparently, in the stadium and devoured by walkers, which means, honestly, Madison, they're just going to right away for her that she got out. Like, I bet you they're going to, this is probably how they're going to do it, too. This is probably how they're going to do this crap, is you're just going to have, like, Madison, like, Alicia's going to be like, yeah, I thought you died. She'll be like, yeah, like, the people at the stadium, they came back for me and saved me. It's going to be like some crap like that.
We're just gonna hold her freaking backstory episode in like season 7, eh?
Oh, man, I'm sorry, dude. You want my honest opinion? It's looking like Madison is going to be coming back as a good guy, but, yeah, this is what I would say at this point. Now that they're going this road, here's what I'm saying. Ditch it. Ditch the Madison return. Ditch it. Wait. Cole's on the intro? He's the... Wait, what? Cole's on the intro?
No, there's no way.
How do you know that?
Cole is on the intro? What? I gotta look this up.
Is the intro leaked or something?
No frickin' way Cole is on the intro.
Who said that?
Oh, never mind now, saying it's a joke. Okay.
I was gonna say, there's no way.
I was about to
Like
say...
that, bro.
Frig. Imagine if he was on the intro. That'd be trash. In my opinion, Teddy will be the one on the intro.
I'm seeing either Teddy or Dakota, unfortunately.
Frig Dakota. I don't want her on that intro.
Yeah. I honestly, though, I'm just going to say this. This is my new prediction now. I think that this is exactly what it's going to be. We're going to have the Dam group. We're going to have Morgan's group, and they're going to be there. You're going to have Madison's group. And then Season 7, the major story of Season 7 will be Madison and Morgan. They're going to be so, like, back and forth with each other. Maybe they don't like each other that much. And then by, like, mid-Season 7, Madison and Morgan will agree to help each other, and then they'll all fight against the end of the beginning group.
Yeah, like, you know, I could kind of see how it's done. Like, it's kind of like, it would be kind of like Game of Thrones, where you have, like, these storylines with other places. Like, you got Morgan and his storyline, then you'll have Madison and her storyline. And maybe, like, Morgan and Madison won't really meet for a while, but eventually they'll, like, see each other, like, 708 or something.
I really could see it being like they don't like each other that much, and it's like they're gonna try to do it to where it's like, ooh, fans can pick who they like better. Are they on Team Madison or Team Morgan? There's gonna be that whole crap, and then by mid-season, they'll agree to put their differences aside, and then I'm saying 7B, we're gonna get like a big fight with the end of the beginning.
Yeah. Who's next? You're gonna bring back fucking Tobias, Jack, Alex, and Troy and rebuild the ranch. Oh god. Yeah. If they did that, then I wouldn't be watching Fear anymore, but yeah, this is borderline getting to some ridiculousness though at the stadium. And apparently Cole and all of these characters like Madison and friggin' Vivian, apparently all of the stadium characters, no, everyone's just fine. No one died. It's fine. I'd be like, oh, this is getting stupid.
Man, it's like, yeah, Alicia didn't blow up a little piece of the stadium. Oh, yeah, everything's good. Like, are you kidding me?
Maybe they did this because all of the fans that were crying about Madison, probably a big part, yeah.
No, that is it, in my opinion.
Yeah, which in my opinion is like, this is how flawed. Watch this, guys. This is gonna look really stupid if this happens, which the fan base, if they do this, I swear I'm gonna be pissed. If we see like the majority of the fan base like, okay, like Madison dies. Ah, she was amazing. What an amazing character. She comes back. What's that piece of shit doing back here? I'll be like, oh my lord, what do you people want?
Man, you know what though, Matt? You just predicted the frickin' future, because I always have to point this out. Like, dude, back in the day, no one liked her. Dude, no one frickin' liked her. And then all of a sudden she, so quote unquote, dies. And everyone's like, oh, she's the best character in the franchise. I'm like, dude, pick a frickin' lane.
Yep, and then when she returns again, oh, what's she doing back here? Why'd you bring her back? You shouldn't be bringing dead characters back. Even though you were one of the same people that were crying a week ago, like, why'd you kill Madison off?
At that point, I'm just going to say to those fans, I'm going to say, yeah, I really just don't want to hear it. Like, honestly, you asked for it, deal with it.
Yeah, you brought this on us all.
And, Travis, when he fell out of the helicopter, he's perfectly fine. He stitched his guts back in, and he just stitched his throat back up, and he's fine now, so he's gonna be
yeah, like, Nick, he unburied himself, and he actually, I think he put his lungs back in his body or something. Like, yeah, like that, you know, so they can do that.
And, like, Troy got a bunch of bandages, and, like, he patched himself up, and he got out of there. He swam out, and, yeah, he's good now.
Yeah.
I heard Jeremiah Otto, his head grew legs, and he's not going to be a character now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, great. I mean, anything's possible. If you don't know, like, guys, honestly, like, really, we're really bringing Madison back in this capacity, too.
But, guys, like, all this sarcasm is just exactly what we're trying to prove here. This is the point we're all trying to prove right now. Doesn't that sound stupid, right? Don't all those, like, points we just said sound stupid as hell? Of course they do. Well, that is what we're talking about. Like, that's how stupid this Madison shit is.
Yep. They pretty much erased 408 of Fear. Yeah, not a good episode. I don't really care if it's fully erased, but, like, keep Madison dead at least.
Yeah, I guess that.
Because let's be honest, guys, they're not just bringing Cole back. Like, there's no way they're like, oh, like, we're going to foreshadow all this Madison stuff. Oh, hey, here's Cole. Now there's no Madison. You just have Cole back now. Like, that would legit, like, let's be honest, that would piss the fans off. It wouldn't piss me off, because I don't really care if Madison returns or not. But you know a lot of fans would be like, oh, where's Madison?
Yep, which it's like, yeah, back in the day, everyone's like, oh, she sucks. Now all of a sudden, everybody's like, oh, like, Madison didn't return. Oh, worst season ever. Like, season 5's pretty good now. Like, that's what people would start saying.
It reminds me of that scene. It's like a deleted scene from Spider-Man 2, where J. Jonah Jameson, I think I don't know if it's deleted or not, but he, like, loses the Spider-Man suit, and before he does, he's like, oh, like, he was a hero, he was a great person, and then when the suit gets stolen from him, he's like, ah, he's a piece of shit, he's a menace, he's terrible. Like, that's how this feels with the Fear fans right now.
Yep.
Like, it just, like, pick a side, you know what I'm saying? Like, you either want Madison back, like, you either like the character or you don't like the character, but stop flip-flopping. Like, when she's gone, stop pretending like you like the character. And when she's back, stop, like, being like, she's a piece of garbage character. When you were one of those people, that were like, if you're one of those people that were like, oh man, that you better bring Madison back, and then when she's back, you complain about it, I'm sorry, but like, that looks really pitiful.
Well, the only reason why I even gave two craps about Madison coming back, and this is what the theory's been for me the entire time, is that I'm like, okay, what if she's actually the frickin' like leader of the end is the beginning group? But it's like, okay, 14 is confirming that like, no, she's not the leader of the end is the beginning group. It is Teddy. That's fine. I'm excited to see what he does as a villain. But it's like, if you're gonna do that plot, then don't have a return. Like honestly, it's that simple.
The sad thing is, Matt, is that's what people will say, LOL. Yeah, exactly. Like, you guys watch it when she returns in the finale. It's gonna be, like, some really corny, like, reaction. Where, like, people are gonna be like, you know, like, oh, she's freaking back. Why would you bring this character back? Like, I don't know, dude. Honestly, I don't have time for flip-flop opinions like that. It's like, pick a lane and stay in it, bud.
Yep, which is not what anybody's gonna do. Let's be real here.
Well, I'm staying in my lane. Honestly, if she comes back as a villain, I'm fine with it. If she's coming back as a good guy, though, don't do it. Please don't do it.
Hate to burst your bubble, Matt, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm in the camp now. I think she's just gonna be a good character.
Yep. Which is garbage. Madison could still be part of the cult. Yeah, potentially, but like, I don't know. They're just setting her up to be the leader of the stadium again.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, the stadium. I mean, like the stadium got like all like it's all charred, and there was all these like freaking burned walkers. Oh yeah, that didn't happen. What are you talking about? That's in the past.
Legit looked like a frickin' wasteland. Like, you got the frickin' stadium that's just like filled with walkers, burnt walkers literally everywhere. Which I thought that, like, our stadium characters were amongst those walkers. I thought they were walkers as well. But, yeah, no, it turns out everyone's just fine. They just went on a little vacation during 408 and came back conveniently after our characters left the stadium.
I'm gonna look at Cole's status on Phantom and see if he's unknown or...
It says alive. I just checked it a minute ago. Which, literally 10 minutes ago I looked it up. It said dead. Burned and, like, eaten by walkers, and then, like, 10 minutes ago they updated it, now it just says alive, and it just says, it is revealed that he survived and will be in 614. I'm just like, oh, lovely.
Man, oh, freaking thrilled. Well, dude, honestly, though, this is how bad it was. I don't know, Matt, if you had this mindset in Wasteland, but this was my mindset back in the day, is that, like, when you saw those, like, burned walkers in the current timeline in Episode 8, I was so into it that I legit thought, I'm like, okay, like, if Madison's dead, she's even burned in these walkers.
Yep, which obviously isn't the case. She's just went on vacation with Cole and Vivian. They're fine. They're fine.
Yeah. In Walking Dead Season 6 terms, they dumpstered her.
Yeah, pretty much. Watch 616 be Madison on the intro. Nah, they're not going to spoil that. Trust me, Rowdy. She won't be on the intro, because they're probably not going to show her till the end of the finale.
No, in my opinion, it's it'll be something else, because, yeah, like, honestly, they're not going to put her on an intro, like, reveal her for the first time on an intro.
Hey, Matt, how do you think Madison would react to Morgan and Dwight? Or Morgan and Daniel? She wouldn't know Morgan, but I think she'd be happy to see Daniel again, but she doesn't know Morgan.
Yeah, Madison, she'd just be like, Morgan? Who are you?
Yeah, which that'll piss me off. She's just gonna, like, be like, oh yeah, this is my show again, and Morgan just gets sidelined. I'd be like, nah, you could fuck off with that.
They're gonna do some real cringy crap with the two of them, I can already tell.
Why are they tampering a lot with Season 4? Why aren't they, like, tampering a lot with Season 5? Because 4 is better out of the two.
Just make a good Season 6. Why are we going back to the stadium? Why are we reintroducing Cole of all characters, dude? Like, why are we repeating Ian and Andy's writing right now? Why are we going back to that?
I don't
know. Why? Not to mention Dakota's leading this episode. This is, oh man, I'm sorry guys, but I'm gonna see this episode out, but like, oh, there's a lot of things that are just not looking good right now.
There's already something I really like from that, which is the opening minutes, but that's just the opening minutes.
Like I said, Kate, I think everything with the villains will be really good, but our main group's where it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, looks that way.
This episode might suck, not gonna lie. I see it being a 50-50. Like, half of it'll suck, half of it'll be good. Like, everything with the cult and, like, with Teddy and Riley, I think that's all gonna be really good. I just think everything with Alicia and Dakota is just gonna be ugh.
Yeah,
Agreed. Well, I mean, let's be real here, though. Like, the whole thing with the stadium and the whole thing with Cole and all that, it's just going to be a slap in the face. I'm sorry. Until I see it, I'm going to say that's what it's going to be.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I just saw it. Yep, Cole is alive, so that confirmed Madison is alive. Pretty much, yeah, which means we can't trust In Memoriam on Fear at all, or on Talking Dead at all anymore, might I add.
Which ain't Talking Dead's fault. It's dang writers. Like, what are you doing?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Talking Dead ain't at fault, but like, I'm still not gonna trust it because the writers can always be like, yeah, you know that In Memoriam you did. Fuck it, we're not going by that anymore. Nope.
Well, honestly, it's so dumb that it's like, honestly, if someone came to me now, which back in the day, if someone told me this, I would probably like tell them like you're full of shit. But now, if someone came to me and they're just like, yeah, honestly, I had to stop watching Walking Dead, and I'd be like, why? And they'd be like, well, the writers are just so back and forth. I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Even though I'm watching it, I actually agree. Like, if someone told me that.
Yeah. The writing for Fear right now, it's good. It's really good, but this is looking bad.
Yep.
Yep.
I'd rather Madison be confirmed dead than return as a good guy. Oh, I agree, dude. Honestly, I agree. But let's be honest. Cole being back literally confirms Madison's alive. There's no going back from this now, in my opinion.
Yep.
Man. Yep. Sucks.
Yep. And she's come back as a good guy, too. And I swear, dude, I'm going to be beyond pissed if this episode is just going to be friggin' Dakota, like, just hanging out with Alicia. And Alicia's like, yeah, you killed John, but let's just be friends, because, yeah, like, I don't know, let's just be friends, because, like, every frickin' little kid that kills a good character on the show, I'm just going to befriend. Like, that's just, man.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Exactly.
I'm sick of this. Alicia's starting to really piss me off with that, dude. Like, first Charlie, and now this. Because I bet your bottom dollar that Dakota's just going to be treated as, like, a friend in this episode.
Yeah. Like, hey, I take in, like, all the kids that freaking, like killed some of my friends, but, hey, you know what? It's okay. Let's just
like,
see how it works.
It's like if I I might have radiated walker blood on me and I might die, but hey, the kids, like, it's worth it.
She's such a freaking, dude, like, first Charlie, then the kids from Season 5, and now Dakota. What is it with Alicia and freaking taking a liking to all these little shits?
I wonder if, like, they're gonna be. I wonder if they're gonna be returning, because honestly, it might be that way.
I don't know if they're returning just because the old friend is confirmed to be Cole, so yeah.
I'm not gonna put it past them though.
True.
Me personally, I don't think we're ever gonna see them again. Hey Chosen, welcome to the stream. We're just discussing 6-14 predictions, and we're basically talking about like how in the screenshots they confirmed that someone from Season 4 is alive named Cole. Like, if you know, if you probably don't even know who he is, he's like a random D-lister.
Yep. He's basically he's a character from Season 4 that he had a few scenes with Strand, and they basically made it seem like he was dead. They literally confirmed on Talking Dead that this guy was dead, and then now he's all of a sudden back. So
he's just alive, apparently, because that's what Fear likes to do, is just bring back dead characters. So.
Yep.
Oh god. At this rate, honestly, if you can bring Cole back, then fucking give me Proctor John back. Seriously, like, you can bring him back now. I mean, come on.
Yeah, give me this legendary freaking just missed opportunity villain overall.
made vids about Cole already, made one even before he was confirmed. Well, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like, Cole is back for a reason, and the only reason he's back, in my opinion, is just to have Madison return. Like, this is how I think it's going to go. Is they'll have him back. He probably won't even play a big role this episode. He might probably be like a very, like the last, 20 minutes kind of thing. 6:15, I don't even think we're going to see him. And then 6:16, we'll have him, briefly, and he'll, bring Madison back or something. I don't know. Something like that will go down. And I'll just be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And in Season 6 of Fear terms, he is the key to Madison coming back. Like, honestly, that's all he is.
Pretty much. And then they're going to throw him away. Watch. You'll get Madison back, and then Fear's going to be like, wait, who's Cole?
Yeah, pretty much. And we're going to see Madison, and it's just going to be like, okay.
Awkward.
Yep.
I'm telling you guys, friggin'... Well, actually, I'll just say this. A couple, about half hour ago, I remember Dan sends me some screenshots of Fear 614, and I see Cole, and I'm like, oh, who's this new character? That's how much I forgot about this guy.
Man, well, I had to laugh too, guys, because when I was showing this to Matt, we were just talking, right? And I remember I'm just like, yeah, check this out, Matt. I gotta hear your thoughts. I show him the picture. Matt's like, who's that new guy? I just had to burst out laughing because I'm like, okay, this is how you know it's bad, dude. When you can't even recognize a freaking character, that's how you know how how much of a freaking nobody he was.
Well, I forgot that character existed. You want my honest opinion? I was like legit, I forgot he existed. When I think of the stadium stuff, I don't even remember that guy.
Man, I know. I remember I had to give you a rundown of who he was, and then as soon as I did, you're just like, oh, okay, why should I care?
Well, yeah, because I remember friggin'... I don't know, man. It's just... Ugh, why bring this guy back? Who cares? This is going to be a Morales situation. Honestly, this is starting to kind of be like a Morales situation. Except on steroids.
Except they're going to actually keep these characters around until the next frickin' season.
Yep. Dakota and Charlie will kill Madison. Oh, Lord.
Oh, man. And then they're going to kill Madison, the two of them. They're going to team up and kill Madison, and Alicia will see this, and she'll be like, man, just when I thought I couldn't love you both anymore.
Exactly. Okay, honestly, Fear's starting to drive me crazy with this. What is it with Fear and their obsession with killer kids?
No, what's up with Fear and their obsession with Alicia and freaking forgiving these psychotic kids?
That's why, you guys see why I don't like Alicia too much. She has good moments, but then this crap goes down where Alicia's like, hey, you killed John? We're buddies now. We're buddies. Thank you.
Yep. She does this 24/7. It's ridiculous.
Yep. Watch Cole become a series regular in the intro of 701. Oh, Lord.
No.
If Cole becomes a series regular, I'm just going to be like, great, another random-ass character that is a series regular. Honestly, we just got John Sr. back. Why? We got a new character. He's already a good new character. Don't shit on this and freaking give us these characters back. Literally, this is how bad this is starting to look. They're legit freaking going to, Ian and Andy's writing. They're going to that writing. They're bringing that stuff back. I'm like, why?
Oh, man. Well, the biggest problem with this whole thing is, though, and I mean, I can't even stress this enough, though, is that, honestly, let's be real here. The only reason why they're bringing this character back is because of Madison, and it's just like, okay, but why should we care about him, though? And the other biggest, honestly, this is the freaking king, the lord of the problems of this whole freaking situation right now. Why do we know about this? Why do we know that he's in this episode at all?
Exactly. Yeah, they repeated Nick's death with John Dory. Yeah, then some. David Alpert, come on, man. Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually kind of speechless here, guys, just because I'm trying to process, all this random-ass stuff we got tonight with Cole returning and basically confirming Madison's alive. Not only did they confirm that, but they confirmed that In Memoriam on Talking Dead can't be trusted anymore, and it's just like, oh, Lord.
Man, well, in other words, all this silly-ass shit is stupid as hell.
Yeah. Why confirm John's dad and then spoil Cole? Exactly. Like, why? Like, literally, like, could you imagine, like, okay, like, we all run our own shows here on this stream. Like, could you imagine, like, one of us, say, for one of our shows, we're like, alright, like, next episode, like, this is gonna be pretty crazy. And it's like, okay, this is what it's like. It's like me leaking, just in case anyone hasn't seen it, it's like me leaking a character's return from Survival Season 2. It's like me posting screenshots of that on Instagram, being like, oh, get ready for next week, guys. Like, you see how bad, it's stupid. Don't do that.
It's terrible, dude. Honestly, it's like as if it's like, oh yeah, they hung a guy that looked like Billy, but is it though? Nope. He'll be back in season 2 for sure.
Well, yeah, it's like, well, exactly. It's like, honestly, Dan, like, it's exactly like that. It's like, you, like, are releasing episode 3, it's a week off, and then you just have screenshots of, like, Billy being, like, hung or something. Like, oh, guys, prepare for this big moment next week. You're not going to want to miss this.
Yep. Yeah. Well, exactly. You know how stupid that is? And I just can't even believe that a real show that frickin' has a budget, that has actors that they pay, that all this stuff is actually doing something like this.
It just drives me nuts, man, that, like, Fear is showing, like, you know, spoilers in promos and screenshots. Like, I don't want to know this. Like, I'm gonna be honest, and I was watching 613 with Dan, but, this is legit. I remember saying this during the episode, is when June goes in the RV and she's seeing all the pictures, I'm like, man, it would have been nice to actually have not known what was going to happen in this scene, and not know that John's dad was in this, but, I mean, thanks, frickin' promos and screenshots.
Well, yeah, imagine, like, you don't know that happens, you just see the darn, because think about it, then you would have gotten the reveal of John's dad, which have just, if I didn't know that was John's dad, it would have just been a jaw-drop moment, honestly, for me. And not even just that, the frickin' reveal about the End is the Beginning group back in the 70s, right there, holy frig, that's one hell of a thing to process.
That would have made my 10 even stronger. Like, that would have been like, okay, this is a 10, but it's still a 10, because it's not an episode problem. The problem relays within the marketing.
Yep, like, episode 13, episode-wise, fantastic. Marketing, I'm sorry, in Dan's reviews terms, it sucked.
Yeah, the advertising is dog shit for this half of Fear. Which, it's no fault of the episodes. I'm not even going to go there. The episodes have mostly all been really freaking good, with the exception of 610. It's just the marketing. Like, stop spoiling stuff. Cut it out. Like, what are you? The Spoiling Dead fans? What are you doing?
Yep.
I don't know, man.
Could you imagine if Season 11 had, like, screenshots? Just imagine, like, say Negan kills Pope in Season 11, and there's just a screenshot of, like, Negan shanking Pope in the stomach or something, and they're like, yo, guys, get ready for Season 11, some crazy stuff coming. Like, could you, that's what Fear's basically kind of doing here.
I know.
Yep.
I don't know. It's like AMC themselves have become the Spoiling Dead fans.
Exactly. Hey, Matt and Dan, do you think they regret killing Madison? That's why they're doing this? Here's my opinion. Like, keep in mind that this is a different writer in Season 6. It's not Ian and Andy. It's basically confirmed it's David Alpert or a ghostwriter of some kind. I don't think it's due to regret, due to the writer being different. I think it's due to fan demand.
Yeah, it just seems like they're going off of fan theories and shock value.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, go ahead, Dan.
All I was going to say is that, like, honestly, all I'm saying about this is that this, in my opinion, like, yeah, the original writers, they wanted to kill off, Madison, and in my opinion, they did. I don't care if anybody says, like, oh, they really didn't in the end. No, they did kill Madison. Then they brought her back from the dead. Legit, the first time a Walking Dead property has brought a character back from the dead, and that's my opinion. I think they intended to kill her personally.
Exactly. Well, obviously, like, it was an intended kill.
Yep. The only reason why I'm saying that is because now people are running around saying like, "Oh, they really didn't kill her." It's like, no, they did kill her. Just they're going back on it.
They're backtracking. I'm trying to think here. I remember what I was gonna say now. It's like, okay, Madison can return, but this is what makes my blood boil right here, is Madison can return, of all things. Madison can return, even though she died. But Rick Grimes isn't allowed back on season 11. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah, right there with you. Honestly, that is ridiculous. The fact that AMC is just like, oh, the lead of The Walking Dead. Well, we already wrote the last season, so you're kind of too late, bud. But hey, see you in the movies.
Like, why?
One of my least favorite promotions that The Walking Dead has ever done. I legit despise. I despised it back in. I despised it back when this was releasing, but I still do. It's the Rick Grimes final episodes.
Oh, those were.
Just call it a new beginning. It fits perfectly, and like if just to get like don't call it Rick Grimes final episodes because then you're like you feel obligated to keep them out. You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Well,
it's
then.
movies.
Then you could actually be at a point where like you're not forced into not having him ever be back because you had to do that stupid marketing. You can actually be like, well, if Andrew Lincoln wants to return, hey, we never said he wouldn't be in another episode, so come back, bud.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We just said that he's leaving the show for right now. We didn't say he's leaving.
Yep.
Yeah. Madison had a dumpster to hide under. That's how she survived. Tuh. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Don't
Magic
revive this
dumpster.
stupid news.
Tuh. The show The Handmaid's Tale recently pulled this dumpster shit, and I'm annoyed. I don't know the show, but yeah, I can't stand it when shows pull fake out deaths either, man.
No. Well, honestly, it goes along with what we were just talking about a few minutes ago. It wasn't a fake out. It was just that now they're regretting it, and now they want the frickin' ratings as high as they can. So they're like, ooh, Madison, that'll work.
The worst at bringing back characters is MCU, dude.
Oh man, that one is bleh. I
They
can see
legit
why.
find any way to bring back characters, and it's so annoying.
Oh yeah, the MCU do it way too often. I can see why Dude Guys hates AMC. He's always bashing AMC. Yeah, AMC, honestly. Stop bringing back dead characters. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, believe me, it'll help you in the long run, and it'll help the trust of your fans if you just lay off that.
Yeah. Honestly, it's just. There's only very few times bringing back a dead character works, in my opinion.
Agreed. And now it's not one of them.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, bringing back a dead character, I mean, I'm sorry, but the phrase is already laughable to me. Bring back a dead character. Like, no, the person's dead. Like, leave it. Like, just leave it.
Yeah. Don't expect any of that on humanity. If I say the character's dead, the character's dead. Well, that's good.
I mean, I think we can all, I can't speak for Matt and Cade, but I can at least say it for my show as well. Yeah, I'm not doing anything like that.
Yeah.
Same Wasteland, if they're dead, they're dead.
Yep.
And even if like you think that they're dead but they're still alive, I'd probably be like, all right, yeah. Well, I mean, they're still alive, but that's never gonna happen, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Like, they are only doing this for ratings. Oh, yeah. They're not doing this for plot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which, I'm going to be honest, rating-wise, I don't even think it's going to change much, to be honest.
Hell no. People have given up on Fear, which, I don't know, I could see some people, but, like, I don't know. Season 6, I like that season regardless, so that's my take on that.
This is good. Yeah, it's good. It's just, yeah, it's good. I'll say that.
Yep. Season 6 is good, but it's worrying me about its conclusion. That's what I'll say right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, just stick with Morgan's group, stick with the end as the beginning, and John Sr., you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Don't bring back Madison, though.
Man, well, if you want to bring Madison back, have it to be where Teddy knows her, and it's like, she's a villain or something. Then you got an intriguing story.
Yeah.
Well, she could come back as a villain still. I'm not ruling that out completely, but you never know.
I am a bit, just because of the way this is starting to look.
True. Hey
Yeah, I like
Dan,
the hopes of
do you think this whole Madison stuff taints season 4?
I think it does. Well, I'm already gonna say this. Like, she's returning, so it does taint 408 for me. The rest, though, I'm just gonna have to see what they do with her character.
Yeah. Hey Dom, welcome to the stream. We're just talking about Fear the Walking Dead predictions and talking about episode 13 of Fear. I'm worried that the last 3 episodes will ruin the season. I don't know if it'll ruin the whole season, but I don't know. I think 15 and 16 should be good. 14's looking bad.
It's blown it a bit too out of proportion. It will ruin some stuff, but it won't it won't damage the whole season.
No.
I'm just reading a bit of the chat off here. It'll taint 4A a bit. It'll taint 4A a bit, Epic, but 4B is tainted already. Oh, 4B is more than tainted. It's rotten.
Oh yeah, 4B. There's no repairing that, in my opinion.
It's the worst half of the franchise in my books.
Shoot, man, yeah, it's very bad.
So, is it confirmed that Madison is alive? Technically, no. Like, technically not, but there's a reason why Cole's back.
Yeah. Well, tonight just confirmed it for me. When I saw his face, I'm just like, yeah, she's back.
Yep. Which is just like, yay. One of my least favorite characters from Original Fear.
I know, but it's like, oh, how dare you say that? She's the queen of the franchise.
The queen of the franchise. I don't know, dude. Just stick with Morgan. He's honestly a freaking spectacular lead this season. Just stick with him.
The fact that people are saying the words like, hey, Morgan's great and all, but we need Madison, that just baffles me, dude.
I was a fan of Madison, Matt. Yeah, like, I can see why people like her. It's just, me personally, I'm not a big fan of the character. I don't know. Her acting seemed awkward. She always had this, like, pissed off expression on her face. Just, I don't know. She wasn't for me. But if you like her, it's all good.
People be pissed at me for saying this, but I like Troy better than Madison.
Oh, I agree with that. There's only one Fear original character that I think is worse than Madison, and that's Chris. That character's garbage.
Yep. And obviously, obviously Alicia's a better character than Madison in my book.
Now she is, yeah.
Right now, yeah.
I like Madison, but she's overrated, IMO. Yep, agreed. I mean, she's whatever. I don't hate the character. I just think she's whatever. Like, she's boring.
Yeah. Well, this is actually why I brought this up in a video the other day, though, is because, and I said this too, and I stand by what I just said. And I'm going to say it again. People only like Madison, and this applies to every character that's missing right now in the franchise. People only like a character because they're gone. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. Because they're gone, they just automatically like them.
Look at Dwayne. Look at this Dwayne stuff. Look how much of this has been blown out of proportion now, to the point where the whole fandom is demanding Dwayne back with pitchforks.
And saying that he's like one of the best characters, and they should have never dared killed him off, and all that. I'm like, dude, you just like him because he's gone. Like, honestly, shut up.
Well, it's like, honestly, legit, they had to bring Morales back and kill him off just because people wouldn't leave them well enough alone.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, Travis's son, Chris, he was such an idiot. Oh, yeah, he was terrible. Alicia in 2A was terrible, too. Oh, my lord. Alicia in 2A was, stupid. Radioing to the pirates and stuff. Don't understand that.
Yep.
Now that I want to ask you guys this. We'll cut the stream off in like 5 minutes here, because I got some stuff to do. But okay,
Yeah,
with Cole returning, right? Would you guys rather Cole return or the kids coming back? Like, which of the outcomes is worse in your opinion? 'Cause both of them kind of suck, but like, which would you have preferred?
Cole, easily for me, because he's not a pain in the ass, whereas the kids are.
Right. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, the kids are terrible. LOL already. It's not going though. Okay. I'm getting sick of all these off-screen deaths and characters disappearing. Oh yeah, agreed. But this is what's driving me nuts, right? Is we get like all these off-screen deaths, and then when John dies, oh, show that on screen, and you make sure he's fucking dead. You show him in the grave. You show him get his freaking head stabbed. You make sure that he can never, ever come back. But Madison, off-screen it. We might bring her back. But John, no, don't you dare off-screen that. You leave him dead.
Man, that's all I'm saying. Garrett Dillahunt wanted to leave. Yeah, you off him. You either have him leave. You don't even need to kill him, to be honest, in my opinion. Because you could
wish
honestly,
they didn't.
If the actor got bored, yeah, you could make one hell of a return there.
Well, could you imagine, like, this is what they should have done, in my opinion. 606 should have been his last scene when he drives off, and he goes the separate path from June.
Yep, and June thinks he's dead. Like, maybe she actually does start thinking, like, he could be dead or something.
Did Garrett want to leave? Yeah, it's confirmed. Garrett wanted off. He's actually been wanting off since season 5.
Huh. Which, back in season 5, I can't say I blame him, but, like, he was probably filming season 6, and he's like, damn it, dude.
Yeah, I think he was really insisting on being killed off, though. I swear.
Well, if you're going to kill him off, just do it in a better way, honestly. That's all I ask.
Yeah, I swear the governor is alive. Lily missed LMAO. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. If they even try that, I'm just going to laugh in their face.
Man, you know what the unfortunate thing is, though? Freaking, or not unfortunate thing, but the funny thing is, David Morrissey would probably be like, huh, that'd be fun.
I know. I'm just saying, though, like, it is kind of annoying, though, that since he got shot off screen, people can still be like, what if he survived?
Do people forget that he literally had a freaking bullet in his head and we saw him dead on the ground in the opening minutes of 409? Like, what?
That's what I'm saying. Jim is alive. Oh, Jim. Oh, the brewer guy? Oh, Lord. From 415. Oh, man. If they just start confirming, like, actual dead characters to be alive, then I would be done.
Man.
And, alright, guys. I think I'm going to cut the stream off here. I thank you all for coming tonight and hanging out with us, discussing Fear the Walking Dead, and, you know, discussing our theories, our reviews with us. We really appreciate having you guys on and chatting about The Walking Dead with us. Thank you all for stopping by, guys. Have a good rest of your night, and, yeah, I'll see you in the next one for 614, known as Mother.